Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
Happy Sunday to all. This is the day that the Lord has made. Be glad and rejoice in it. Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee. My name is Renee, and my co-host today is none other than our show's sponsor, Mr. Charles Morgan, CEO and founder of United Success Network. Proverbs 18th chapter, 16th verse states, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." What you were designed to be known for is your gift. God has put a gift or talent in each and every one of us. It is a gift that will enable you to fulfill your vision. It will make a way for you in life, and that's what we're looking for. It is in exercising this gift that you will find real fulfillment, purpose, and contentment in your work. Again, there is a gift in each of us, downloaded by God. And our co-host today, Mr. Charles Morgan, has a gift. Charles' gift is helping others. Charles, tell our viewers, how did you start your journey?
Well, my journey started well into my early young man adult life, in my early 20s. I was involved with a program that just introduced me to the whole concept of giving back and sharing. And I just saw that back then there was no technology, and it was a widespread gap of people that just didn't understand how big of a platform of just being a charitable person and just opening up your heart to say, hey, I choose to give into someone else's future is. And as time went on, I had ups and downs. I was in and out of jobs, got into some real estate, and then things got really hard for me at one point where, hey, I had a good job, I was doing everything right, and then I had an accident. I was unable to even work and perform my job. And then that's when, God gave me I would say the solution to what I was going through was the money problem. Say, hey, you have to, work smarter and not harder. And so that's when I went ahead and started developing the whole United Success Network, the United Family and Friends platform, to say, hey, we have to go ahead and think outside the box. And that's what really has happened from over the years and over almost a decade, is just perfecting a system that's actually working for countless people around the world now at this point. So my journey started with just seeing, hey, I saw that it was a need. I saw that there was a lack of opportunity for people that were doing the right thing. I mean, people go to school, get a good degree, and then, they just live paycheck to paycheck, money, more month than money coming in. And that was a problem. And then just looking at how the times are evolving and the opportunities for technology is just incredible at this point. And I just see that, hey, using our platform to go ahead and reach communities around the world is really not only a solution, but the solution to say, hey, we have an incredible opportunity and a platform to go ahead and, just change lives. And that's what really just makes me feel good, that knowing every day that I get up, I'm helping other people. I get so many phone calls on a daily basis of people praying for me, just saying, hey, you're a dynamic leader, you're helping so many people. You'll be surprised how much, a few extra $100 to $1,000 a month could be to someone's financial situation. People are, barely able to put food on their table. And now with our platform, they're able to go ahead and help other people. And that's what is happening with United Success Network. We're sharing the generosity to say, hey, we've been doing things so bad in the past, saying that, hey, my saying that I always tell people, hey, united we stand, divided we fall. I believe that we've been divided so long that we actually failed as, human beings to say, hey, we have to do something different, because right now, like I said, we're living the definition of insanity, and that's doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Something has to change, and it starts with people just thinking about what's happening, and not just thinking about it, taking action to make something happen for yourself and others. So it starts with helping other people and giving back at the same time. So it's a powerful situation that we have going on. United Success Network, our whole principle is really about, just helping people and giving back and taking care of the needs that are greater, especially here in Metro Detroit. And we see this as a ground zero to say, hey, if we can go ahead and change what's going on in the economy for Metro Detroit, where the big three, they're pretty much depleted. The school teachers, they're always paying out of pocket to help educate the kids.
I know about that.
Yeah, you know about that. My mother was a school teacher. Renee was a school teacher as well, and it's a lack of necessity of needs that are being met. And that's where United Success Network just wants to come in and just bridge the gap between those that have and those that have not. And that's what's making our name so great, because we're spreading good news. And that's the whole point of United Success Network, to really help as many people as possible in the community, the college students. I'm a college student myself. Debt is crazy out here. So we're really making a lot of big moves for the universities and the students. And then as well as the elderly people that have retired. They did everything right, and now pensions are being taken away from us. So that is definitely something that has to be addressed. And then I say, if not now, then when? And if not
That's
you,
right.
then who
That's
is
right.
going to be the change in the world that is needed? It takes people that choose to, give into a better future and to be a pioneer for change. Otherwise, we're going to just continue living insane, the definition of insanity. So it takes people like me and others to go ahead and just, carry the torch to say, I choose to be a blessing. I choose to change the route of the generational course that's going on. And poverty is widespread amongst the world. And now, hey, United Success Network, we're bridging the gap. We're helping as many people as possible. And I'm just proud to say, hey, God gave me a vision. I'm taking action. And I'm just showing as many people how to come together, unite, and have success. It's not just about financially, it's about, mentally, spiritually, all the above.
So you're educating people too.
Yes.
But Charles talked about his vision.
Yes.
This was his vision, and United Success Network is known for giving back to the community. And I am so very happy that I partnered with the network, United Success Network. I have been meeting new people, having fun, being educated, and above all, helping other people. Charles talked about a lack of need. People have more bills. They need more money than their paycheck. He talked about the plants closing, the plants laying off. Those people never thought that they would be laid off. Not only that, what is our president doing? What is our president doing? There are so many people that need what Charles is talking about. He's sharing this, and people need to take advantage of it. He talked about people in school, college, people owe tuition. United Success Network is here to help. But Hebrews 13th chapter, 16th verse states, do not neglect to do good and to share what you have. For such sacrifices are what? Pleasing to God. Remember, if you need prayer, you could call or text 313-657-5556 or email me at gwealths111@gmail.com. Charles and his team, including me, personally like to invite each and every one of you to come and learn more about what this man is doing, to learn more about United Success Network. Call me so I can reserve that seat for you. I have two numbers, 248-721-1256 or 313-657-5556. But Charles, you know, it's a donation program.
Yes.
Let's talk about the donations a little bit.
Yeah, the donations is very simple. One of our first core principles is that we really educate people, and that's one of the main understandings that, hey, if people knew better, they would actually do better. So that's one of our main core points that we want to go ahead and just really emphasize to say, hey, people have to be educated, but the donations are very simple. We take pride as being the community of United Success Network. Me as a founder, CEO, we pride ourselves saying that we don't have to touch the money. The money goes member to member, and these are donations. You do not, pay anybody or buy any positions in our community. You're actually giving a donation, just like you do at all other charities. So we pretty much set this up for, hey, when you give, you have to understand the even legal ramifications of it. The IRS, they actually set it up for you so that, hey, you can give legally to another person up to an annual, here in Michigan, it's like $16,000 without any tax liability being incurred upon the recipient of the donation. So that's...
So let me just ask you,
Yeah.
what you're saying is a person can receive up to $16,000
Yes,
and they don't have to report it to the IRS.
yes,
So that means if we're going to use my husband, because he's sitting here. If we gave him a donation, I gave him $15,000.
yes,
You gave him $15,000.
yes,
That totals $30,000.
yes,
But because I didn't give him 16,000, nor did you,
Yes.
he doesn't have to report that 30,000 to the IRS.
that's correct.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Okay, Charles, I just wanted to, break that down so they understand.
Absolutely.
But if I gave him $16,001,
Pay taxes
he paid taxes on what, that $1?
on that $1.
On that $1.
Yes,
Okay, did everyone get that?
Yeah.
On that $1.
yes,
So we're tax free.
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
We,
ma'am.
we are tax free. So if you're on subsistence,
Yep, doesn't affect it.
it doesn't affect you. If you're on Social Security, like myself, it doesn't affect me.
That's right.
My pension, like me, it doesn't affect my pension.
No, it doesn't.
So, viewers, you see why I partnered with United Success Network. Not only to help others, but I'm helping myself as well. I'm helping my family. I'm helping my community as well. So all we ask, come and take a look. It doesn't cost you a dime. Come and take a look. It's free to look. Okay, Charles, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, people knew better, they would do better. This has actually been one of the biggest ways how other cultures, they really band together. People come thinking that a lot of immigrants are getting all these big tax breaks. No, they come over here with a strategy and a plan to say, hey, we're going to choose to stick together. Even if they have to go ahead and, combine household income by saying, hey, we live 5 or 10 families in one house. And then they see, they're not looking at just the, where they are right now. They're looking at 5 years, a decade ahead of time to say, hey, if we go ahead and combine our efforts as far as putting our money together, we can go ahead and really make some big moves as a family, as a culture. And that's what we just enlighten people, especially about the donations. You've heard about the different other crowdfunding platforms that are out there. Now, ours is cooperative crowdfunding.
Charles, before we get into that, let's talk about these cultures, these
Okay.
different cultures.
Good point.
We all know cultures who do exactly what Charles just said. They live in a home 10 families deep.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I sold real estate too. And there are certain areas here in Michigan that I would go and show a home. And what would we see when we walked in was beds lined up. I'm not going to say the culture, but I believe you know what I'm talking about. And what do? They help one another. Like Charles was training a little the other night, and he talked about this culture where when the family gets ready to move, what happens? They've already got a house because they pooled their money together.
Yeah.
They've got a car. Not only that, they've got a business. And what are we doing? What are we doing but standing around the water cooler talking about we wish, if I had.
Yeah.
But we're not stepping out there. Well, step out there, people. United Success Network is here. We're here to help you. Charles said we're changing the community. We're helping those in the community. Step out there on faith. It doesn't cost a thing to look at it. Just look at it. Okay, Charles, I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, she hit some very good points. Like I speak about, I've seen different ethnic groups, some of my friends, they just say, hey, I mean, speaking from my standpoint, they say, you guys just haven't figured it out, you know, and it's not their fault or anybody else's fault, it's really our fault. So that's what, you know, United Success Network is really just bringing, just to educate people. Like I said, I always tell people, hey, knowledge plus action equals success. So you can't just stand around and talk about it. We can talk about it. We've been talking about it for decades now. And we complain about different things that's been going on in our neighborhoods and our communities, but now it's time to go ahead and use a tool that's going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm just not going to stand by and watch things continue on. I'm going to take action. And that's what United Success Network just really brings to everybody to say, hey, stop talking about it and start being about it and taking these small steps. I tell people, and you know, biblically it says, despise not small beginnings. We're taking small steps that's going to have, you know, a ripple effect throughout the years to come. We're looking at United Success Network. Our vision is looking, you know, the next 5 to 10 years down the road to say, if we go ahead and follow this plan and enlighten as many people as possible, we will change, you know, the financial future of millions of people worldwide. And that's really our message to say, hey, you got to wake up now. You got to take action. You got to stop just being comfortable. A lot of people have got so comfortable saying that, hey, you know, I'm doing pretty good, but what about everybody else? What about the next generation? You know, things are getting widespread.
Or Charles, let me say this. Some people get comfortable to the point that, you know, they tell themselves, I can't do any better. I can't do any better. You know, I come from a generation that every time they paid a bill, they couldn't pay the whole bill. You know, so they were stealing from Peter to pay Paul. But now, we're showing you how you can change. Am I right? We're showing you how you can change. Charles said, you know, all you got to do is follow a plan. Follow a plan. And he has the plan with United Success Network. He has the plan. So it's time for a change.
Yes.
It's time for a change. Wouldn't you agree, Charles?
Absolutely, Renee. Time for change is now, and that's what is happening. People are running out of time. I've seen people come in, and we're seeing people, you know, get up older in age, and they're dying off without leaving a legacy behind. Right. I've seen it through different financial agencies, and they say, hey, our community is investing into you know, death insurance or life insurance, you would say, and that is not the way to go. We believe that, you know, you leave a breadcrumb of trails to say, hey, this is going to lead to the next big thing of saying, hey, we decided as a community, as a culture of people, widespread to say we have legal rights, we have the opportunity, we have a vehicle to lead us to success. And it's not, like I said, it's not just about financial, it's about the whole mentality. And it really starts here in the mind to say, like I said before, if not now, then when? And we have to all make that decision to give into a better future. And that's what's most important, to say, hey, it all takes people to just give in to the concept, to say, you know what, I believe it's time for change, and matter of fact, I'm going to be a part of the change.
Right,
and that's what
right.
everybody just needs to understand. Like I said, the whole process of United Success Network is not the money. The money is not the problem. It's the understanding, to say it has to be something that's going to change our direction of our future, because it's happening over and over again, passed on debt. It has to stop. When does it stop? I say now. Let's go ahead and do it this year, 2019. Make a big difference.
Right, and me personally, I want to leave a legacy for my family. I don't want them to have to, if something happens to me, they got to put my body on ice for 2 months. And that happens. That happens. I don't want them to fight over anything. I want them to, how you go in some houses, you see a mural, a big picture of the family.
Yeah.
I want that big picture back there, because I want them to say, Granny left this. Auntie Nene left this to us.
That's right.
And we're going to leave a legacy to those behind us. And now is the time to make that change. Now is the time. We're here to help. We're here to help. Charles has told you that. I'm here to help. He has a team. So it's up to you to take that step. It's up to you, I'm saying it again, to take that step, because we are here to help. Philippians 4th chapter, 19th verse says, and my God will meet what? He'll meet all my needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. And we're here. We're here. God is showing you there is a better way. There is help out here for you. But it's up to you. It's up to you to take that step. You take one step, Charles will help him take the other. Am I right?
Absolutely right.
We will help him take the other. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about taking that first step, knowledge plus action. You have been informed about what we have to offer, the widespread of opportunity to say, hey, we got to think outside the box. We have to do something different to expect to have different results. And that's what, we're practicing this year, to say, hey, we're staying in communication with everyone. A lot of people have been divided for so long, they don't even call each other until they have a hardship, and we have to just go ahead and bridge that gap to say, hey, we're in a communication with each other. And by us doing that, come together, we have the social media side that you can go ahead and participate on. And then we have, we're going to see results. Our whole thing about United Success Network in 2019 is showing people widespread results, to say, hey, when you come into our community, by you taking that first step, giving to a worthy cause. Everybody has a reason on why they need the extra money. You give into a worthy cause, you're going to see the offspring of blessings that just come in abundantly. And that's what is really important. You taking that first step to make that decision to say, you know what, I'm awake now. I see what's going on, and I choose to be part of that difference. And we're going to go ahead and just continue to spread the good news of what we are bringing, the positive, the outcomes that are going to happen when people are able to give a testimony to say, hey, this has been a tremendous blessing. I've been able to come out of debt. I've been able to pay off those credit cards and stay away from that. Now we have an offspring of a financial difference where you can go ahead and stop dreaming about different things you want to start up. There's a lot of people that have ambitions and visions to say, hey, I want to put this in effect, and they cannot because of the lack of money. We're going to eliminate that reason or that lack of money right here in 2019 with the help of all the different pioneers that are part of our community. And that's what makes it so special. We're bringing in all types of people that we see it as pieces of the puzzle that are really just coming in and just making this baby. And, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. And everybody's being a dynamic part of the growth of our community to say, hey, we see what's going on. We're coming together and we're making things happen. So when you go ahead and get introduced to this and you see it for yourself, I'll just say keep an open mind, just give in, because we're making change happen every day. Like I said, I hear from so many people every single day that are, you know, just giving me praise. And I say, you know what, I give all the glory to God, because he's the one that's put this in place for us to go ahead and really, you know, help so many people. And I think it's really, the time is now. 2019 going into 2020, that's one of my my username on the network. I see it as a vision. I see it as, you know, my middle name being Isaiah. The mother called me the eagle-eyed prophet, or, you know, he was the eagle-eyed prophet. I just say, hey, I have a vision. I'm living it out. Other people have seen the vision, and they're walking with me as a pioneer to say, hey, we're with you all the way. And that's why, you know, me partnering with Renee, it's an incredible partnership to say, hey, we're just trying to get the message out to you that need it most. We see here as Metro Detroit as being, like I said, ground zero. We have a lot of work to do. Our network is still small and it's growing every day. Just think about it. We have millions and millions and billions of people out there that are looking for a solution, and we have it.
But you know what, Charles? We're bringing something that they need to hear about.
Yeah.
And we're only a half an hour show. So tell you what I'm going to do. Is it all right, husband?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're going to bring on a part two. A part two with this. Because there's other questions that I know you want to hear the answer to. But what I want to say is, remember, if you have any questions or anything, give me a call at 313-657-5556 or email me at gwealths111@gmail.com. And above all, I want you to remember, God loves you, and so do we. Am I right, Charles?
Absolutely right.
So make sure you tune in for part two. You enjoy Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, everybody. I'm telling you, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. I'm Evelyn Turrentine, AG, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Pastor D. Alexander Bullock of Preachers of Detroit, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church in Detroit, Michigan, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Stannis. You know me best as Thelma from the TV show Good Times, and you are watching Bell Global Network.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.